all you beautiful people out there. My name is Chrissy and today I'll be giving you a prediction reading for the 16th of September. I am about to fly out to sunny Queensland. Hope it's sunny up there. It's quite a sunny spring day here. So I'm going to be away for the weekend. I'll try and get on and do some videos for you as well while I'm up in Brisbane. I call it Bris Vegas because it's my hometown actually. My mum lives up there, but as you guys all know, she doesn't want me to stay with her because we're unjabbed. So 3 years on and people are still believing the narrative, sadly. Anyway, enough of me. Let's get on and talk about you guys. let's see what's coming up. I'll just close my eyes and we'll get started. Oh, I'm getting this like Gemini energy actually. And this is around a lot of these global leaders. What they're saying to me is if anyone here knows much about star signs, Gemini is a split personality. It's two personalities. And I'm getting that a lot of these global leaders have two personalities. They have the public persona and the facade that they put forward, and they have their true identity, which most of us here can seem to see through that somehow. So I'm getting this Gemini energy. There's definitely two sides to most of these, I would say pretty much all of these leaders. They only portray the image that they want to. And we know they're very clever at that. Look how many of them do that before they go to the vote. There's a lot of this gonna do this and gonna do that, and sort of nothing ever comes to fruition. They pretty much back away from all their promises. That's pretty standard, isn't it? So I'm definitely getting this like Gemini energy where there's like two personalities. Oh, we know there would be. God. Oh. But it's strange, isn't it? Because we kind of see through that. We've been talking a lot here about the smiling assassin. I think it was you, Pam, said that, wasn't it? About Jacinda Ardern, I think we were talking about, and just how they laugh when they say things. Daniel Andrews is the same here in Victoria. Look at Trudeau. He says things and you can just see he's just like, he just does not even care, does he? So, you know, we see the other side of them. That's the fortunate ability that we have here, because I always say that we can see things a lot clearer than some of these people waking up, because we seem to see things ahead of time, and we can also see through the, I guess you could say the, the like glass wall that these politicians put up to protect themselves. We have this like, they say we've got that X-ray vision, and we can put the X-ray vision goggles on, which are those, aren't they, those like night vision green goggles, and or whatever they are, and we can see through into who they really are. And that's an ability that we also have here on my channel. If you're watching here, we do see what these real dictators and tyrants are really up to. So I am getting that sort of Gemini personality where they've got two sides, which they all have. We know they have. Let's see what else we get today. Yeah, I'm getting it still. I'm getting that England is rising, but then England will be falling. So, and that's not to scare people. That's just the reality. We all know it's coming. We know you're not going to escape the reset. Gosh, as if you're going to sit over there with the royals. Like most of us know how far back the royal puppet masters go. So I'm definitely getting that that's going to start unfolding. It'll probably take another 2 weeks. We know it will. They're not going to just hit people hard when they're still going through their grief and they're processing all these events. Gosh, you're being hit so hard over there. It's just full on, isn't it? And notice now they're really focusing a lot on the younger royals. They're really focusing on like William and Kate. Harry and Meghan are sort of dragging along as well, and they're making a big fuss of everything. And Harry's going to be allowed to wear his military uniform now. There's a lot of spotlight being put on the younger royals because I think, as we all know here, Charles is a bit of a grumpy old man, isn't he? And he's not coming across as, you know, as a great role model to the masses. But, I mean, it is his rightful position. So they're going to try and focus a lot. And see, this is all that, it's very clever, isn't it? We talk about the indoctrination of the youth and everything. Well, they're going to try and push that younger side, because you've got to remember too, not all, but I'm just saying, a lot of young people, if you think about it, they love a little bit of drama, and that it's not unusual, is it, that they would love all the Meghan Markle and Harry thing and all the drama. And Gosh, older people love reading about all that too. Look how many magazines get sold, like all those Woman's Day and New Idea and all that Gossip Weekly or whatever they're called. So I am feeling like they know that drama like sells things. So, you know, as much as Charles does his little hissy fit about the pen and hisses at people and everything, it's pretty funny, isn't it? You have got to laugh when you watch these things. Carl Vernon, if anyone wants to go and watch some videos and have a good laugh, oh my God, he says some just hilarious stuff. I love it. But that's what I'm getting. There's going to be the focus now on that younger generation of royals. That's definitely starting to happen. I think we can all see where that's sort of heading. And then you've got to remember too that we've got all the littlies growing up as well. So there's a lot of the other children in the background too, that they're starting to put the spotlight on. I think it was it Kate and William's little one. Oh, they kept focusing on what he'd said at the funeral, and that, you know, now and then's with Pop or whatever it was, or I don't know what they call them over there. But see how they're starting to put the spotlight on the younger generation of royals. I do feel like that's that big distraction. Because that really gets... See, if they put too much spotlight on Charles, which, I mean, we know they have to because he's king. Not that we all chose him to be king, did we? But a lot of people are joining the dots about the reset and all this kind of connections, because I'm pretty sure, and I think you guys know too, he was a bit of a founder with KS of the WEF. He's quite involved, isn't he? We don't even know the half of it. Look, we only know the basics ourselves. So I am getting that there's going to be a lot of this, definitely into the future, there's going to be a lot of this focusing more on the younger generation of royals. They're trying to take it to a different level where they're more, they're kind of, they're trying to portray, we know they are, they're trying to portray that image of more normal people. So they're more normal, and, you know, William's more normal, and Harry, he's just Harry and everyone loves him, and they're trying to portray this, they're just family guys, and, you know, girls can be bitchy, and that's kind of, they're trying to just normalise the royals. I don't think that's even possible, is it? Anyway, we'll just see. But see, you've got to think about the younger generation, like our kids coming up, they're going to only see that. So that's going to be their normal. They don't see all the stuff that's happened way back when in the years gone by with the royals. I know a lot of you guys have got a lot of viewpoints out there on the royals, but it is a very over-the-top sort of thing, isn't it, really, when you think about it? The amount of wealth, money, and power is quite extraordinary, and yet people, like I said, people are so distracted at the moment, they forget that their lives are being ripped out from underneath them, and everything, the cost of living's going right up. and where's all the money going? We do have to wonder these things sometimes. You do question a lot, don't we? Lots of questions we have. We'd love to get these leaders in front of us and ask a few tough questions. Anyway, let's see where else we go today. I'm getting like someone's calling, but it's calling like in, it's like, what do you call it? It's like an echo. So it's like, hello, 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 hello. And things are like coming back. So what I'm getting is things are coming back to people now. Oh God, I hope it's these global elites. Wouldn't that be brilliant? But I am feeling like they've sent out like these messages, but they're starting to come back to them now. And I don't think it's in a positive way. It sounds like it's in a corrupt and selfish way. So I do feel like some of these leaders, things are echoing back to them. It's like they're starting to hear their own voice, if that makes sense, because none of it ever made sense to any of us, did it? But they're starting to hear their own voice back. It's like, oh, has anyone seen that Who guy at the moment? And he's saying we're nearly at the end of the pandemic. Carl Vernon's got a great video on that. And he's like, yes, we've just got to keep pushing through and we'll get to the end. But as we all know here, how's it going to be an end when you're building Moderna factories and you've just QR coded everyone and got every app on their phone known to mankind? You still need your jab to fly here, there and everywhere. Like, Is it all going to work? So I am feeling like these leaders, a lot of it's echoing back to them because they're going to have to like answer for things. Oh, we know Trudeau, he's been called out heaps. Things have come back to him a lot. I don't know how he just keeps getting away with it though. It's like it all just gets brushed under the carpet again and they never have to answer to anything. So I'm getting that echoing where it's echoing like back to them. And you know what else that could be, which just reminds me of? It's like they're yelling out and their own voice is coming back to them because no one out there, meaning the little people and peasants, I call us, no one's listening because no one wants to hear their garbage anymore. So it's echoing straight back to them and they're the only ones hearing it. Oh, I hope so. I hope these global movements really start to rise now and they just have to listen to their own voice, these government leaders. Maybe that's why we're getting that echoing. And to be honest, they probably do love the sound of their own voice anyway, don't they? We know how bloody big their egos and how narcissistic they are. So I'm getting that. They're sending out messages, like shouting out messages rather, and no one's receiving them because nobody wants them anymore. Everybody's turning their back on government. So it's causing the voice like to bounce back, meaning that echoing. They're only hearing the echo of their own voice. And that's great. We need people to turn their back on them, don't we? I'll just see if there's anything to close with. I can't do a very long one today, guys, because I've got to catch a plane. So it's I'll just see if there's something to close with today. Yeah, I'm getting it. I'm getting that visual of people out crying for help. It's that visual of people reaching for like the loaf of bread, like governments like handing out crumbs of bread to the little peasants and people, which is us. And people are like really grabbing for that. And what it means is that people are wanting reprieve. They're wanting a rest from all this financial nonsense, garbage, BS they're being fed. They just want a break from it. And they want government, well, it's not even that they want them to lend a hand. They just want them to, what would you say? Feed them the bread, but they want them to, how would you say it? I guess that what people are really wanting is them to come clean with what the hell's going on. That's basically what people want. They want their government leaders to come clean with what the hell is going on. Because like I keep saying, these people waking up, they're not aware that this is all under the one umbrella, the reset umbrella. They're thinking all this has happened as they're being fed on the media, which we all know. They think all this has happened because of the terrible pandemic. That's what they've been fed, that this has caused an economic collapse, not that these global leaders are trying to gain control and power of the whole world and take everything over and be able to track and trace us and let us earn all our little brownie points if we want to, go to KFC or buy that new television. They don't know that's going on. So this is why they're wanting answers now. They're reaching for government to kind of give them answers, not crumbs of the bread, but answers. Hang on a sec. And we've got to just keep living. The key to all of this is keep living. And that's what I keep saying about that David Icke. He understands that when your vibration is over here and away from this and these government leaders, it makes you untouchable because your vibration's different. They can't access you because they're accessing the people with that lower frequency vibration because they're not seeing the full picture. But we're probably not seeing the full picture, but we're seeing a lot of the picture before it comes at us. So we're able to sort of scoot away into our hideouts, I would call them. It's like we go into our little hideout, which is like Wilson behind the fence, but it's also like our Gilligan's Island hut that we've built on our castaway, sort of proactive castaway, mind you, island, Gilligan's Island over here. So we're not able to be seen. And that's because we're living our best life and keeping our vibration and our frequency up. And that's why I always say that to you guys. It's very important to have that knowledge and understand that you've got to keep yourself uplifted and not get dragged down into those negative energies. I popped a video on yesterday about pivoting from, I put it at the end of my video, about pivoting from negative emotions to positive emotions and thoughts. And that might help you if you go and check that video out as well. But you can actually keep turning. I mean, I'm not saying that we're always in positivity. That's totally unrealistic. I've got a really good book called Thick Face, Black Heart, and it's exactly about that. It's about you have to have the negative experiences in order to get to the positive experiences, and that comes with like feeling like a failure or anything like that. It's what you're going to do with it. How are you going to turn it around and make it a more positive experience? So it's not about being, oh, I'm positivity all the time, because that's unrealistic, because you learn and grow from all your mistakes and the negative things that happen to you. That's how you evolve into a more I guess more aware person is probably the word I'm looking for. Hang on a sec. I'm getting a song today. Someone out there said I look like Cyndi Lauper ages ago, and she's just come into my mind. And there's a song called Time After Time, and it's a beautiful little song. She's got an amazing voice, actually, Cyndi Lauper, hasn't she? And that's the song I'm going to leave you with today, Time After Time. And I think what they're sort of saying is that, like, when you're lost, you'll always be found. And I think that's what we've got to kind of take from this, is that we've all found each other here. We've created our own little tribe, our little Terabella tribe, and it's our safe place now to communicate. And I love that you guys support me as well. Look, my readings aren't perfect every day. I get on here and I try to do my best to get channel the messages through to you. Janet, I love you. You just, God, I love that. I was so proud that you stood up for me yesterday against yet another troll. Sometimes I just ignore them, and sometimes they are actually, well, one of them has been my past girlfriend. So look, I really appreciate the support that you guys give me as well. Hopefully I'm there for you too. I try to get back to your comments as much as I can. If I've missed any, I apologise. I do go back over the next few days and always check them, because, you know, I love talking to you guys. I've got to know you guys as well. We're sharing our journey, and I'm going to leave you with that song, Time After Time. So let's go listen to that and see if there's any messages. We all seem to interpret music differently, don't we? So I'll say goodbye from Australia. I'm off to catch my plane to go to this wedding I've got to attend to. And I will say, don't forget to subscribe, hit the like buttons, guys. Sorry, I forgot to mention that. And I'll say goodbye from Australia. Have a wonderful day, everybody. Enjoy autumn. Go out and kick the leaves. Bye.